I think it wasn't new there, so I think since quite some time.
What in the world happened to JimRising's ID?
Well, it's backwards.
They must have switched over or something. God, it gives me a headache just looking at it. JimRising. After what we saw last game, do you think now JimRising is just like such an overwhelming favorite against YoGo, or was it just like a few mishaps that put YoGo in the situation that he found himself in?
Well, usually I would say JimRising is a big favorite now, especially seeing these build orders line up. But like YoGo basically played the perfect strategic counter that you can have, and he still lost. But there's a lot of stuff you can do against Muta, so I wouldn't say this is over by any means. But this game is looking very good for JimRising, who went for a 16 pool against a 12 pool with the delayed gas. So I think YoGo is gonna take a hatchery himself, and then he's gonna try to link flood after it.
Whereas JimRising, like he just did this to be safe, right?
Yeah,
Then he goes into a lot of queens.
Well, if you're doing this against hatch first opening, you try to run by the Zerglings, try to avoid the first Overlord, but I don't think it's possible on this map. So this is purely a safety build order, and it can transition very well into two-base builds, because on this map it's a 3-building wall, so you can very easily wall. Even with 2 buildings and 2 queens, it's a wall. So, oh, YoGo avoided the first Overlord here with the Zerglings. I am not a big fan of that. If you go 12 pool, I think you should just go straight. Either way, he's about to find out. He's gonna see the hatch not being in the green HP already, and he will know that it's gonna be a 16 pool, which means there's an equal amount of links, and this is pretty much the worst case scenario here for YoGo.
Isn't there a scenario where... Actually, no, he's not even mining gas anymore. Damn, that spine is quite cute here. On the high ground in that very corner. Can move that down easily.
I think you usually cancel it. As soon as he saw there was a hatchery, and you're supposed to cancel it now. I think you forgot about
cancel. Oh! Oh! Yeah. Shut up, Todd! Of course it's a cancel.
That was such a caster curse.
Hey, it was like 99.9% as well. I was like, oh no, it's completing this one, and then boom. You know, there is even like a second during which it looks like it's completed.
Yeah,
it's like the mini tease.
The animation starts. Oh my god, good. Never mind. I wanted to say good catch, but that was actually terrible.
Oh, you almost got a queen?
He almost got a queen, but he lost like 6 Zerglings. So that's huge if you're link flooding. So yeah,
but by the way, cancelling the spine could be really bad. You said he was gonna link flood, and he's link flooding, by the way, so good on that, but... Oh, he sees the links! Oh my god.
Yeah, you don't really need the spine. You can full wall, you can hold with drones and Zerglings.
Oh, he's gonna make the wall all the way back. That's standard, or?
I like that, yeah. If you're seeing it that late, that you don't have time to put the wall in the front, the wall will be DPS down too quickly, and I think he should pull some drones from his main base too. JimRising that is, but I think he should be fine with the Zerglings he's making right now. He actually does not have a single transfuse on these queens right now, and the queen with the most energy is getting kind of low, but YoGo's mismarkering a lot on the low ground.
Ooh, the drones are derping in the main base. Okay, he loses 5.
Yeah.
I don't think it's enough.
No, I don't think so either. But it's playable at least. He has Zergling speed, which means YoGo, JimRising cannot move across the map.
Well, he can with Slowlings. Kappa.
I mean, he actually could. You're joking about it, but
yeah, he has a lot.
Yeah.
That would force units. He could actually run to the middle of the map, then go back. But yeah, I guess he's afraid of more links doing a run by, which he should be.
Yeah, no, I think JimRising will just drone up now, and you can use the spines and queens you already have, and close out the game with a roach all-in with 2 gas. I think that would be my go-to right now. I don't think there's any way YoGo could defend that. We will see if JimRising will go for the same thing. I definitely think he's going to take 2 gases. He's actually only taking 1 for now. But he's already saturated on his mineral lines pretty much, so I think he should take more gases at once. Oh, here we go, 3 at the same time. And there's the roach barn.
Damn, I really hate when somebody makes a building like with Zerg and they're holding a mineral in their hand.
Yeah.
I don't know why, it really bothered me. Bring that back first.
Yeah, I always say it's good luck if I do it on accident. If I build a hatchery with it at the start of the game, it happens maybe once in 1,000 games. I always
Yeah.
say it's for good luck.
For good luck? What?
Yeah.
It should be the opposite. An offering of
It's
5 minerals.
it's exactly. It's a precious hatchery.
Okay, so from there, does JimRising now, like you said, he likes to go into mutas, but does it feel like he's forced to go into roaches now, or?
I think this is still gonna be mute, honestly. It could be a Nidus too, but usually you don't need 4 gas for a Nidus. I think this might just be a 2 base where he opens with roaches, takes his 3rd base, and then makes mutas afterwards. Could also just be normal roach. Like, he's so far ahead, I would prefer him not going mutas because it's easier to close out games with roaches, but really there's no necessarily wrong decision he can make at this point.
Yeah, +1 melee on the way, and halfway through down here for YoGo, still adding on 1 more queen. That is natural. And also running around, but JimRising he just seems so solid. Like every single attack of YoGo last game was defended like really nicely by JimRising, some good baiting connections and all that. The mutas were all over the place defending very cleanly as well, no mistakes. And this time around, same thing. Cancels the spine, then sees the link flood coming just on time. Gets he has enough queens, he gets 2 spines, just really safe. JimRising's a rock defensively.
Yeah, very well done by him so far. Definitely realizing aggressive tendencies in YoGo's play and reacting properly. Having a good build order. I am really curious why YoGo went for +1 melee here. It might have been a misclick because he's not making any Zerglings. And usually you want, even if you go Zerglings against 2 base layer, you want the Carapace upgrade because roaches with +1 2-shot links instead of 3-shot, and if you get the +1 Carapace, they're back to 3-shotting them, even if the roaches have +1 missile. So yeah, I'm not a fan of this +1 melee. I think it just furthers the lead of JimRising here.
That's a lot of roaches already from JimRising.
Yep.
80 army supply to 52.
Yeah, I don't know. He can drone now. He should attack while droning at least with the units he made. And honestly, I think he can just kill him with this.
Let's see if YoGo can hold on. He's on his side of the map. Looking to try and regroup with the reinforcements. Links coming in. +1 melee already completed, but +1 missile is up for JimRising, who's just got way more roaches. 27 against 12 in total. And he's just gonna get in there right on top of this army. The queen's trying to help, but YoGo's army gets caught, and that's gonna be a 2-0 lead.